Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe, ICC fans, as we're getting set for soccer here on the ICC Sports Network. A top 20 matchup between number 18 ICC and number 13 Co-Lin. Lady Indians broke into the rankings for the first time this season this week. And big time matchup here. Fifth straight opponent that is ranked in the top 20 for the Indians. Actually, they had four straight against opponents in the top 10, so tough sledding for the Indians to go here, but they've done pretty well this season. Another big matchup today as they get set to take on Co-Lin. We're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening kick as we're here in the Davis Ford pregame show. We appreciate everyone that's tuning in, and we do want to say a special hello to our friends down at Co-Lin that's tuned in this afternoon, including Kevin and Natalie down there at Co-Lin. You guys got two good ones down there working for you guys at Co-Lin. Well, the coaches are going over some of the final instructions to my right from Co-Lin. ICC has already taken the field to my left. ICC will be in the gray and white kits, Indians with navy numerals. And for Co-Lin, they're going to be in that iconic blue and white uniforms that Co-Lin has down there. Of course, I say that because it's close to what the original Pistons blue was, and being a Pistons fan, I like them. So everybody is ready to go, just waiting on Co-Lin to take the field. Remind you, if you have to step away from your computer or the broadcast at any time today, we will be updating Twitter throughout the contest. Follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting on Co-Lin, we're going to take another break and hear a few words from our sponsors and be back with more right after this.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the head official had to come over and break up Co-Lin's powwow before the pregame and get them out here to play as we're waiting for the First American National Bank opening kick here. And it will belong to Co-Lin as they'll have it to start the first half of play as they send this one down the pitch, and ICC is going to step in the way of it. Let's take a look at today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for ICC. And it looked like this. Number 3, Addie Stanford. Number 4, Lauren Sharples. Number 6, Julia Beneckenstein. Number 8 is Beth Lloyd. Number 19, Macy Williams. Number 20, Adeline Mathis. Number 21, Addison Pletsky. 22 is Liv Norris. 23, Gracie Henley. 25, Melanie Huber. And in net for the Indians will be number 30, Asia Robinson. Indians in the gray and white kits. Co-Lin in the all-blue kits as ICC with it here. This is Sharples trying to turn and face the defense. Looks up the pitch, and that's going to be Norris with it now. Gets away from the defender. It's going to strike, trying to see if she can find Beth Lloyd. It was broken up nicely there by Co-Lin. They tried to send it back down the pitch. It was taken away that time as ICC had it for a moment. Then Co-Lin gets it back, tries to get it across the way, and they just clear it out to see if they can make something positive happen on their side of the pitch. And the Indians ready for that one. Well, we typically play at 2 and 4, but now that the sun is dipping out on us a little bit sooner, we move our contest up to 1 and 3 in October. So getting an earlier start than normal. There's a few fans out there as temperatures are expected to be in the upper 80s, maybe even creeping into the 90s at some point today. So seating in the shade is going to be a premium this afternoon. Sharples with it, sends it back to Pletsky, who's going to reverse the pitch over to Huber. Huber now brings it across midfield, tries to squeeze this one ahead to Norris. Norris quickly back outside to Sharples. Sharples feeds this one forward. Opportunity here for the Indians. Going to strike in, no. Looking for the cross that time, but a smart play by Dorfel to come up and make the play on the ball there. So both teams have had an opportunity early. Neither one of them can cash in on it so far. As the Indians step in front of that one and just clear it back. This one's sent over the middle, and it's bouncing away, but they're able to find it. Try to send it out wide. Opportunity now here for Co-Lin. ICC's got to track back. They do nicely, and they have to retreat with the ball, and Pletsky was there for it. She's going to drop it off to Beneckenstein, who's going to swing it out wide now. This is Lloyd. Lloyd surveying the defense, wants to work one-on-one, now squeezes ahead to Sharples. Sharples lets the ball catch up with her, sees if anybody's going to go with her, now takes it on her own. Tries to lift this one, looking to go to the backside. Opportunity here for the Indians, lets it settle, and tried to put the quick boot on it that time, just couldn't quite get square to the ball. Took a little bit bigger hop than anticipated that time as Mathis put the shot on it, but just couldn't put it on frame. Nice transition there for the Indians. Still scoreless in the early goings of this one. Squeezes it ahead to Norris. Norris had it, lost it for a second. Now he's going to put a foot into it, and it's going to go wide left. So the Indians are getting some opportunities, just can't make them dangerous right now. As we're scoreless here in the opening stages of this match. So Dorfel will get set to put a foot in this goal kick, and she's just simply going to roll this one in. Beneckenstein steps in front of that one, gets to Sharples. Sharples here, sends it forward into Norris. Sharples was knocked to the turf, no whistle. And then they're going to call it an offside situation there, as Lauren Sharples is still down on the pitch right now. Hopefully she is okay as she's being looked at there. We'll see if they're going to call the trainer onto the pitch or not. And looks like they're not. Looks like Sharples is going to get up on her own here Sharples having a conversation with the head referee there. Not necessarily a big fan of the fact that she went to the turf rather aggressively there. But now here comes Co-Lin trying to get out on transition on the other side. Trying to squeeze this one ahead, and it's going to be off frame as well, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians.
Ladies, you got to work harder up there because that's where it's going to go, okay? You got to take that away by the way that you work close to the ball.
So Robinson will get set to put into this one. This one headed forward, and Pletsky clears it back to Beneckenstein. Or excuse me, no, that was actually Huber. Beneckenstein with it now. Swings it out wide. Good hustle here. As that was Henley who tried to send it forward, then comes back and gets it, and this will get caught with the push. Well, we're going to have issues with this official on the right already. You can tell whenever you have ones that when a coach says something to them, they overreact and, I think for a lack of a better word, get butthurt that a coach says something to them. Well, that's exactly how this guy reacted. So we'll see how he goes throughout the day. As Beneckenstein breaks that one up. And the Indians with it now. Huber surveying the defense, now wants to send it ahead to Sharples. Sharples now with it, tries to break away from the defense and leave it up to Pletsky. Pletsky sends it ahead, but a good read that time by Emmy Cook to take it away for Co-Lin. She wants to go over the top of the defense. Nobody there. Easily it's going to be scooped up. So both these teams trying to just jab at each other right now to see where the seams are defensively. This one headed by Sharples over the top. Norris going to try to come in and make a play on it. And now Pletsky comes up and takes it away. Addison puts a foot into it, then cleared back by Co-Lin. And the Wolves come up and take it away, but there's Stanford to get it back for ICC. She wants to go out with it on the far side of the pitch. Tough touch across the way, but a nice battle for it over there by Macy Williams, but eventually Co-Lin comes away with it. And instead, it's now taken back by Huber. Huber sends this one ahead to Beth Lloyd. Lloyd trying to fight away from it, but it's taken away there by Co-Lin. That was Rankin that came in and took that one away. This ball is popped up, and Co-Lin will eventually find it. Tries to send this one ahead. Stanford breaks it up, sends it up to Beneckenstein. Beneckenstein is going to be bumped, and I think after the whistle that was called earlier on the sideline, the way the coaches have reacted early on, we're going to see a lot of what I call cheap whistles, because that was not a lot of contact there by Co-Lin. And so the foul was called on Co-Lin. If that's a foul, then we're going to be in for a long day, folks, because we have seen a lot harder contact not be called in previous matches. But that's part of the game. You got to adjust to how the referees are going to call it and play it the way they're going to call it. And so we'll see how they do here. We got our first substitution of the day. This is going to be number 7. That's going to be Macy Riggs into the contest here for ICC. She will check in, and checking out will be Lauren Sharples, who was shaken up just a little bit earlier on in the contest, but she seems to be fine now. We apologize as I have to adjust the scoreboard there. I have to kind of keep an eye on it from time to time. It's an automated scoreboard and tries to read the actual scoreboard here, and sometimes it just reads it wrong. We're still scoreless here, 36 minutes to play in the first half. This ball sent ahead and controlled by Co-Lin. Trying to take the top off the defense here. Now Co-Lin had a step, but ICC adjusts nicely. Sends it over the middle. Opportunity here for Co-Lin, but no, cleared out there by Huber. Smart play to just quickly get a foot on that one to clear it back and not allow the attack to get set there. So this match right now seems like it could be First team that maybe makes a mental mistake defensively that allows the opposing team to score, could get that early advantage here, as both defenses have played well. Each team has had an opportunity, just haven't been able to make them dangerous so far. So they send this one over the middle. Nobody there for ICC. Co-Lin quickly gets it back. Now tries to clear this one ahead. Huber there breaks it up. Finds it ahead to Lloyd, to Beneckenstein, who's now going to clear it out to Riggs. She leaves it back now, and ICC with it. Not a whole lot of space there for the Indians, and that forces a turnover now. Here comes Co-Lin trying to break across the middle. Shot and saved on the second effort. Too close for comfort there for the Indian fans, as Robinson made the save. It deflected off her hands, and quickly she had to chase that one down before it tracked back into the goal, as we're still scoreless here. So Co-Lin with it now, going on the attack on the far side of the pitch. Tries to squeeze this one ahead. Try to get a foot on it. They're going to say it's a goal kick. Yes, it is. Another substitution getting set to come into the contest here is going to be number 4. And that is going to be Lauren Sharples back into the contest. She will check out, or excuse me, she'll check in. Checking out is Liv Norris.
Unity, Kaylee Madison. First to it, girls. First to it.
This 50-50 ball sent down the pitch, and battle for it, and ICC will eventually send it out of bounds. So it will stay with Co-Lin. Toss this one ahead, and a little pushing and shoving going on between both teams. I like the fact that no whistle there, as neither team really got the advantage after the battle for the ball. This one sent ahead, and Sharples tried to keep it inbounds and was knocked to the turf. Good no call there, as both players again getting aggressive after the ball. This one over the top now. Here comes an opportunity for Co-Lin. Strikes and saved. Good save there by Robinson, her second save of the match. She gets up kind of shaking her right hand there, so hopefully nothing serious on that, as she'll put a boot into this one. Far side of the pitch, and it's going to be a scramble for it. Still loose. Second ball headed forward, and looks like Co-Lin will collect that one, as Roth has it at her feet. Now she wants to send this one down the field. Williams breaks that one up. There's Pletsky with it now. And then Beneckenstein kicks it back to Stanford. This one's sent ahead. Co-Lin breaks it up. Just a little, anything you can do, I can do better, as that one kind of pinballing around all over the place right now, as neither team can really establish possession beyond midfield right now. Pletsky sends it back. That's Huber with it now. She's going to send it out wide to Williams. Williams had to hurry to get to it before it went out of bounds. And now she's going to send it back to Huber. Tough defense on this front line here by the Wolves.
Oh, you go. No tight, Kaylee. No tight. One, you're going to get it. No.
And again, Co-Lin just did a good job that time, staying consistent, staying after it. Got the turnover, but then Pletsky gets it back, sends it over to Lloyd. Co-Lin breaks it up. Stanford has it at her feet right now. Indians struggling to create any space against this tough Co-Lin defense, as now they're able to get this one forward. Tries to send it ahead, a little bit behind Pletsky, and Co-Lin swing and a miss, and it ends up at the feet of Lloyd. Now Lloyd trying to get out here. She wants to leave this one ahead. Sharples trying to get inside, and they're going to say maybe a foul on ICC. Didn't see the side official show offside. No signal on really what the call was there. I'm like Coach Strother. He's wanting to know what the call was, and so maybe a foul there on Sharples. Not really sure what the call was. And now Lauren gets it back at her feet. She's trying to get away from the defender. Looks to send this one ahead, and a smart play there by Dorfel. She doesn't come up and play on the ball that time. It's going to be a dangerous opportunity there for the Indians. As I believe that was Mathis that was closing in strong on the backside there. Would have had an opportunity to put a strike on the ball. This one's being battled for on the near side, and smart play there by Macy Williams as she was watching the ball go out of bounds, and last second kind of kicked it off the defender, and it'll be ICC ball. Substitution into the match now for ICC is going to be Juliana Motes. She'll check in. Checking out is going to be number 20. That's Adeline Mathis. So now the Indians with it. Opportunity here. Sharple's calling for it. Riggs has it now, drops it back to Lloyd. Lloyd trying to reverse the pitch. Broken up there nicely by Co-Lin. And then they're able to send it back towards the midfield, and ICC was able to chase it down. Pletsky with it now. Gets by the defender. Charging in. Gets away from another one. Strikes, and no, off the backside of Co-Lin. Now the second opportunity, no, as it goes out wide. Good defensive help there by Caroline Griffith. As that was a good strike there by Pletsky. She was just able to literally defend it with her backside that time. As she turned to it quickly and broke up the shot attempt. Beneckenstein steps in front of that one, keeps it alive. Co-Lin now sends it forward, and they'll take it at midfield. Nice play on the ball that time. As that was Henley, and we're going to have a stop in the play here as the young lady from Co-Lin is down, and they're going to stop the clock here and take an injury timeout. Or they're actually going to say continue playing here, as that is number 10, Charlie Cooper, shaking up on the play, kind of paying attention to her shoulder there. And so they're just going to put it back in play with Co-Lin. So Co-Lin will take over here, coming up on 28 minutes to play in the first half. Still no score in this defensive battle between two of the top teams in the country. Number 13, Co-Lin, and number 18, ICC. That one sent a little bit too strong, goes out of bounds. And so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. It was a doubleheader this afternoon. We'll have the men's match coming up next here on Let'sGoICCTV.com. This is the fourth of 6 broadcasts here over the next 4 days. Of course, we won't have one tomorrow, but we'll have football coming your way on the Red Channel. 6:30 for homecoming. The Davis Ford pregame show will come your way. Then it'll be a First American National Bank opening kick at 7 as ICC hosts Mississippi Delta. Sharples with it. Trying to stay away from the double team now. Now squeezes this one ahead. Opportunity here. Puts it across. Bounces away, and good defensive help that time, as that was Roth that came in and broke that one up. And then there's Beneckenstein to come back and get it back for the Indians. Sharples wants to send this one ahead to Lloyd. It's going to be a foot race, but no, Dorfel will be able to get to it for Lloyd is there.
Drop in, Macy. Drop in, Juliana.
So what is this 50-50 ball coming up here from Co-Lin? As that ball's going to go out of bounds, it will stay with the Lady Wolves.
Yeah, and then you can defend it once it's there.
So the Wolves will throw this one in. Sends it ahead, but Macy Williams right there to break it up now. Sends it to Pletsky. Pletsky's got someone coming on her blind side, able to run away from it. Then the ball just poked away from her. Able to battle back there. Nice job by Addison to keep it with the Indians. But Neckenstein with it now, had it deflected. Huber sends it up forward. This is Pletsky with it one more time. And she'll be able to avoid the double team there. She crosses midfield. Now sends this one ahead here. It's going to be a foot race, and once again, another smart decision by Dorfel to come up and make the play. This ball sent up the pitch, and now Co-Lin's got an opportunity here. Cooper in transition. She's got Williams chasing her down there on the side. Now she's going to look to cross it over the middle, and it's broken up there nicely by the Indians, but it's deflected out to Co-Lin. Good hustle back that time by Beneckenstein to not allow them to get a shot off. This one bouncing around, and Julia's eventually going to clear it out, and Lloyd has it at her feet now. She sends it ahead. This is going to be Sharples with it. Tries to create some room with the ball now, as ICC does have numbers. Lloyd has it now. She's going to retreat back, and this is going to be Piletsky with her at her feet. Addison tries to take the top off the defense, does so to Sharples. Sharples just couldn't get the ball to go with her, able to keep it at her feet. Now is going to try to strike. Looks at the cross, and nobody there, though. And it's just going to be a foot race here by the Indians to see who can get to it first, Co-Lin or ICC. And it's going to be Moats that had it, and it's eventually lost out of bounds. Just a little bit of a shove there after the play that Moats didn't like it too much, and good job by the referee just to come out and say, hey, girls, let's keep a cool lid on us right now. As they're going to allow the substitutions to come in this situation for Co-Lin, number 9, Scott, number 15, Maddock coming in. For ICC, it'll be number 14, Perkins, entering the contest. So it'll be a throw in for the Indians on the far side of the pitch. Still no score, coming up on 20, or actually we're inside 24 minutes now. Williams has it now, swings it back, and ICC retreats to midfield to reset the attack. Trying to get it back to the middle. Pletsky comes up and takes it. He's going to survey the defense, send it back out wide now. This is Henley with it. Going to send it back to Pletsky. Pletsky wants to reverse the pitch now, sends it out to Moats. Moats wants to reverse it out now, trying to see if she could lead Williams, but Co-Lin at the right spot, the right time to take that one away, looking to go over the top of the defense. And Robinson will just simply come out and play the ball and keep it for the Indians. Very defensive, strong start to this contest. As this ball sent ahead, and Sharples tries to pop it up to herself here, and she's going to get away from the defender. Opportunity here for Lauren, and she scores! Beautiful job there by Lauren Sharples. Just took a lot of contact, fought through it, and was able to put that one home for the Indians. They take a 1-0 advantage at the 22:36 mark here in the first half. Big time strike there by Lauren Sharples. She said she saw it there. She had to fight through some contact to be able to get that. She had the 1v1 opportunity. Decided to go lower left. Got it by Dorfel, who had a good guess on it, just couldn't quite get shifted out quick enough to find it. And the Indians lead this one 1-0 here in the early goings of this one. Pletsky with it now. They're going to swing it out wide here. This is Henley with it. Henley wants to send it ahead, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. Yep, easy call there for the referee as it was right there in front of him. He pushing the back. It's going to be whistled on Perkins. They've kind of set the tone early, or at least the middle official has, is if he sees any type of arm extended and contact made, they're going to call that whistle. As this one's sent ahead, and Stanford tries to clear it out. The ball now bouncing around. Pletsky's going to let it settle. She squeezes this one ahead. That's Moats with it now. Moats tried to get it to go forward. The ball just wouldn't quite agree with her there. Now leads it back to Addison Pletsky. Pletsky tries to take the top off the defense. It's going to be a foot race here. Norris has a chance to get to it, and she will get to it before it does get out of bounds. She's going to send it ahead, looking for Sharples, just a little bit too tall. And now Co-Lin's going to send it out of bounds to allow the defense to reset. So it looks like Lloyd will get set to throw this one in. And she's going to be an illegal throw in here on the Indians. This ball goes into the tree line, so they'll have to get a new one in there. Again, that's not our property, so not a whole lot we can do about that. As that ball's going to go out of bounds, it'll be ICC ball after it. Just a little bit of a miscue on the throw in there. They tried to quickly throw it in, trying to find Sharples, but she wasn't quite ready for it. Now here comes a foot race on the far side, a chance to find the equalizer here for Co-Lin. They're going to send it forward, but it's going to be off frame. Nice job there by Macy Williams to match the speed of Johnson on the far side of the pitch. Didn't allow her to get squared to the frame to get a good shot off that time. And Macy a little bit of a limp as she come away with from that one. And I apologize for the score jumping on us from time to time. That battle won on the far side there. Bounced around. Now Pletsky will find it. She sends it over. Now the Indians going to have to try to find a little bit of breathing room as they're going to send it back now to Robinson. Now she wants to reverse the pitch over here to Lloyd. Lloyd's got a couple of defenders on her, but man, she's got such a quick first step. Deceiving speed out of Lloyd, and she just avoids it there, trying to go down the distance of the field, and she's going to be taken to the turf. And the official says play on there. This ball broken up by Co-Lin, but Sharples finds it at her feet, tries to pop it up. Now sends it ahead, and Norris trying to battle for it. And there's going to be a foul called here. So this is going to be a very dangerous situation here as they'll set up the wall defensively. It will not be a, wasn't in the box when the foul was called, so they're going to step it off. So now it makes it a little bit tough. Even though it is a close shot, still makes it a little bit easier to kind of clog up the lane for the frame there. Sharples goes bottom and it's in. Second goal of the match for Sharples. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay, and ICC is out to a 2-0 advantage here. Well, the keeper guess left. She went right, and Sharples sent it home for her second goal of the match here. And ICC now leads this one 2-0. This one's going to be sent ahead and taken away there by Pletsky. Now Lloyd with it, sends it forward. Sharples had it, but then had it poked away. She does a good job of going back to find it. And I'll tell you what, Lauren is going to be sore after the end of this first half as she's been sent to the turf a good many times there. So now ICC will have it after the foul on Co-Lin. And not when I'm saying that, she's been sent to the turf a good many times today. I'm not saying that Co-Lin's playing dirty or malicious or any sense of the fashion. I'm just saying she's been the focus of their defensive efforts today, and it's been a tough one so far. This one sent ahead, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick, and I believe it'll be the first corner of the afternoon for either team. Substitutions into the match here for ICC. Beneckenstein will come back into the contest. Liz McElvin will check in for the first time today for ICC. For Co-Lin, 6 Marshall and 17 Crane into the contest here for the Lady Wolves. So it will be a corner opportunity coming up here for the Indians. Looks like Beth Lloyd will take it here for ICC. Indians lead it 2-0 after a pair of goals by Lauren Sharples. Both of those unassisted so far in the match. This one sent over the top there. Sharples again. Oh, just deflected. Beautiful header there by Sharples. Just could not send that one home. Would have been an early hat trick for Sharples had she had gotten that one. There's Williams coming up and making a play on the ball. Co-Lin's going to clear this one out and out of bounds. I tell you what, if there's ever a player that does the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score that helps the team be successful, that's going to be number 19 for ICC, Macy Williams. She has done it all season long and very rarely comes out of the matches either, so that unsung hero, if you will. So Beneckenstein's going to leave this one out wide now. This one loose on the pitch. It's going to go out of bounds. They'll say it will go to Co-Lin. Yes, it will. So a throw in here for Co-Lin. Looking to go over the top, but Beneckenstein breaks that one up. Ball loose on the pitch, and Co-Lin will let it settle at their feet. They tried to reverse the pitch, but there's Macy Williams in the right spot at the right time to take that one away. Sends it out wide. That's Moats with it now. Moats trying to get away from the defender. Tough defense there by Co-Lin. The turnover. And we're going to have a timeout here as the players down from Co-Lin. Injury timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see the young lady from Co-Lin, I believe that's Emmy Cook, that was shaken up on the play. The referee calling for both teams to come back on the field, and as quickly as he took that injury timeout, it was kind of scary. You usually see him go over and talk to the player to make sure they're okay, but he, as soon as she went down to the turf and the advantage kind of stalled there, he quickly took that injury timeout. But good to see Emmy Cook able to walk off the field on her own power. So the ball be dropped back in play to Co-Lin. 2-0 is the score. You got 14-17 to play here in the first half. ICC with the advantage thanks to a pair of unassisted goals by Lauren Sharples. Moat steps in front of that one. This one just kind of bouncing around, can't find it. And McElvin eventually does so. And now Sharples with it. Leaves it out here to Lloyd. Lloyd's trying to break away from the defender. Now sends it ahead to Lauren Sharples. Back to Lloyd over the middle. Lloyd trying to dribble through traffic. Taken away there by Co-Lin, but directly to Macy Williams, who sends it right back in the middle to Lloyd. McElvin has it, and then taken away by Co-Lin on the tried the back heel quick pass that time, but Sharples got it back, and now Beneckenstein with it at midfield. ICC is just going to clear it back and reset the attack now. Try to squeeze it up here to Sharples. Sharples puts too much of a foot on that one. ICC is going to have to retreat a long way to chase that one down, and that's going to allow Co-Lin to shift their defense forward here. And then they take it away. But a nice job there by ICC to get it back, as that was Henley. And then a little bit too much pushing and shoving for the umpire's liking there, and a foul called on Co-Lin. If you're watching, hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out. And if you're watching as well, you got Instagram, shoot us a picture of where you're watching from. We'll send that one to our stories as well there. Appreciate everyone tuning in here in support of ICC, but also a special hello to those that are watching in favor of Co-Lin this afternoon. This ball sent ahead, and Norris has the advantage now. Tries to send this one ahead, but really nobody there with her. But we've got another whistle here on Co-Lin. Looks like this is going to be a foul on Roth, and Roth kind of got a little frustrated after she got beat on the play that time by Norris, and it'll be a free kick here and a chance to make this thing dangerous for the Indians. They can find the ball. The keeper walked to the ball. You would think if you're Co-Lin right now, you would quickly get the ball back in play instead of letting one of the ICC players go get it. And the keeper was literally 3 steps from it and just walked away from it. But as I said, you know, trailing 2-0, if I'm Co-Lin, I want to get it back in play as soon as possible. So free kick coming up here. This is going to be Lloyd putting a foot into it. Sends it inside, deflected out. It's in the middle. It's in! Moats just put a quick foot on it and gets the goal. 3-0 Indians. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay here. You saw it was off the rebound. Just happened to find Moat. She put a quick foot on it, and she sent that one home. 3-0 Indians now with the advantage. Well, it was a defensive struggle at one time, but now ICC has opened this one up a little bit with a 3-0 lead. Good no call by the official there as both players go down. Neither one was able to get the advantage. And then Lloyd just couldn't quite find the handle on that one. Co-Lin quickly gets this one back in. That'll be a whistle on the Indians. So an opportunity here now for Co-Lin to make this one dangerous to see if they can chip into this 3-0 advantage inside 11 minutes to play here in the first half. This is Scott. That's going to put a foot into this one. Tries to go on the line drive, and Stanford easily clears that one out, but the ball stays with Co-Lin here. They send it back again over the middle. Ball is broken up by Beneckenstein. Pinballed around. Sharples found it, and she's going to leave it back to Williams. Good defensive play there by the Indians to get out of that jam with a pretty good opportunity on the free kick there by the Wolves. McElvin couldn't get to it, and they're going to say play on here as both players kind of get tripped up there. And then that one's going to be sent out of bounds by Moats. 10 minutes to play here. ICC leads it 3-0 here in the first half. And that is going to be taken away there by McElvin. And now ICC is going to send this one ahead. This is Lloyd. Lloyd trying to weave her way through traffic, but 3-on-1 there as Co-Lin was able to take it away and get it back at midfield. Beneckenstein tried to come in and make a play on it. Got quick enough to force the eventual turnover, and ICC's got it now with Huber at her feet. She wants to send it ahead to McElvin. This ball goes forward and just got through traffic that time and somehow found its way to Co-Lin. Ball being pinballed around now at midfield. Co-Lin will let it settle and retake the attack. Scramble for it on midfield, and they're going to call a foul here on the Indians. We've said that, and the referees have been consistent with it today. Anytime there's that little excessive push, bump, extension of the arm on plays like that, they have called it both ways. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. Even though it's been kind of ticky-tack both ways, they're calling it consistently. And at the end of the day, that's really all you can ask for on either side of the ball. This free kick sent in, broken up by Moats. Moats going to try to get it out, and she does so to Norris. Norris doesn't really have anybody going with her, so she's going to try to retreat and find her teammates. She does so as she reverses the pitch to Lloyd. Lloyd gets by the defender now. Here comes an opportunity for the Indians. Lloyd and Sharples ahead. Sends it ahead to Sharples. Opportunity here for Sharples. She fires, goes top shelf, but too tall. Great opportunity there for Lauren Sharples. Just couldn't put that one on frame, and a big-time break there for Co-Lin. Substitutions in for ICC. Pletsky in. You've got Summerall in. And Wages into the contest here. Inside 8 minutes now to play until halftime. ICC with it. They're leading 3-0. This ball sent forward and broken up nicely there by Co-Lin, and to go out of bounds and allow the defense to, actually they're going to say it's last touch by ICC. So a even better play there by Co-Lin, because now they get the ball back with 7:15 and counting here. But Eckenstein breaks that one up, and it will stay with Co-Lin. Basically a do-over, if you will. And that one, nope, it stays in bounds this time. So now Co-Lin will send it back into the backfield to retreat and reset the attack. Inside 7 now to go until halftime. 3-0, ICC with the advantage. This ball sent ahead, but broken up, and Co-Lin's able to step back in front of it. This ball sent forward. That one broken up, and eventually will go forward. I believe it's going to roll out of bounds, so it should be a goal kick coming up here for ICC. And that is going to be the case. Looks like one of Sharple's ponytail holders have come loose, so she's having to be creative on how she fixes her hair here to be able to continue to play. As this ball sent ahead, and Co-Lin wins that one. And they're eventually going to call the foul on Eckenstein. So it'll be another free kick coming up here for Co-Lin. For Co-Lin, you got to find a way to just make this one dangerous. Have an opportunity to see if they can cut into this 3-0 advantage. They do send it, and it's going to be out wide and off the hands of the keeper, so it will be a goal kick coming up here. Substitutions are going to come in for this situation here for ICC. It'll be number 8. That is Beth Lloyd, and for Co-Lin, Caulfield, wearing number 20, will come into the match. So corner kick coming up here. Low line drive kick. Deflected, and a great job there in the back to clean that one up. I believe that might have been Gracie Henley coming in to help out there. If she's not there, that one's in the back of the net. We've got a 3-1 contest. Now the Indians trying to get things shifted back to their side of the field. Beautiful ball ahead that time to Pletsky. Now Addison out in the open field. She's got one going with her. Pletsky's going to size it up. Strikes and a save. Nice save there by Dorfel. Good strike from Pletsky. 3-0, steal the score. Coming up on 4 minutes of play now until halftime. This ball is going to roll forward out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in across the way here for the Indians. Remind you, stay tuned. We'll have the Little Caesars halftime report coming your way. Have a special presentation from one of our videos that we've done this season, either a day in the life with a student photographer, or maybe we'll go on the road with the ICC cheerleaders. You want to be sure and stay tuned. That part of the Little Caesars halftime report. ICC throws this one in over the top. And it was cleared out of bounds, and Macy will go get this one. I don't think either team's really going to complain about taking their time to go get the ball, as you can start to see the wear and the tear of the action here in the first half really take its toll on both teams. They'll be very happy to see this next 3 minutes get off the scoreboard. Throw in, and it's going to be controlled here by Co-Lin. They've got the ball at midfield. ICC adjusts defensively. It's going to be sent out of bounds and to go back to the Indians. Again, remind you, if you're watching, hit us up on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out there. And then also hit us up on Instagram. Take a picture of where you're watching from. We'll share that one if it's appropriate, that is. Don't want any jokers out there. I know Natalie's watching. She'll probably do something crazy. This ball sent ahead, and Stanford has it at her feet now, coming up on 2.5 minutes to play here in the first half. To do so, you got to tag us on that picture at Let's Go ICC. That's on Instagram. This ball sent ahead, and Huber does a great job of clearing that one out. Williams with it now, gets by the defender. Macy, a lot of ground in front of her. She's weaving her way through traffic. Wisely backs it back out, finds Beth Lloyd. That one sent across the middle. Not sure who that one's going to that time as Co-Lin takes it back. Inside 2 minutes to play now, and it's going to be out of bounds back to ICC. Well, hotter than normal day today, so that's going to take its toll on a lot of these players here in the first half. This one sent across the middle, deflected away. It's going to be a chase for it, and Co-Lin does a good job of finding that one, as that was Kuckrer. As they try to send it over the top of the defense here, Huber chases that one down and just allows the defender to olay it as she just puts the brakes on it, gets by her. Now sends this one ahead to Lloyd. Coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. ICC trying to hang on to take this 3-0 advantage going into the break. Co-Lin, though, is going to throw it in quickly here. And just I like the thought of getting in quickly, not allow the defense to reset, but the throw-in was too close to the line. It came off the Co-Lin player and went out of bounds immediately. We're inside a minute to go. 3-0 Indians with the lead. Going to squeeze this one forward, and a nice job with a quick touch, but Co-Lin there to clear it up. ICC bounces it back. Lloyd finds it now. 30 seconds to play. Pletsky with it. She's got a lot of green grass in front of her to go on the attack. Now leaves it ahead to Lloyd. Lloyd squeezes this one forward here for ICC. An opportunity, but a great job there defensively by Co-Lin to quickly collapse around the ball. It's going to go out of bounds. And that will probably do it for the first half of play. Indians cut loose there in the second part of the first half to take a 3-0 advantage here at the break. We're going to take the break with them. We'll come back with more of the Little Caesars halftime report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
How'd you spend the off-season?
The off-season? Little Caesars tastes so good.
It tastes even better with my best friends.
Three best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza pounds for life.
The off-season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new 4-quarter counts only from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza. Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
The new four-quarter calzone from Little Caesars is a 4-meat pizza with a different meat in each calzone crust. It's perfect for movie night, picnic, sleepover, and NFL football games. Get the four-quarter calzone for $8.99.
Pizza. Hey y'all, it's Haley Chisholm and Natalie Rouse, and welcome to A Day in the Life of a Sports Photographer. Let's go! We're going to the caf. Let's get some breakfast.
I got a waffle, sausage, eggs, and tater tots.
Oh yes, and now what you get?
Hey, I got 2 pancakes, eggs, biscuits and gravy, sausage, and tater tots.
Oh yes, ma'am.
Sausage, 7 out of 10. Waffle, 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10. No.
Solid 4 out of 10. Sausage though, it's different. Solid 8 out of 10. Solid. Now we're going to see if we can find Anasia and all the other people. Yes. All the other people running for homecoming queen or maids. Thank you. Say hey to the vlog. Hi vlog. We're doing a day in the life of sports photography. Oh my gosh, I love that. Say hey. Hi. Give your campaign.
Is this a bubble machine?
Yes.
Get a popsicle.
I'll hold it. Okay.
Any popsicle.
How's your day been?
Unbelievable. How was y'all's day?
It's been great.
Good. What are you vlogging for?
We're doing a day in the life of sports photography.
It's sports photography?
Oh yes.
Awesome. I know a little bit about that.
Oh yeah.
So he don't. That's Elijah. He don't know nothing about nothing. But anyway.
Hey.
Hey.
So, interview question. What's your name?
Elijah.
Where are you from?
Tupelo.
And what's your major?
Criminal justice.
And
I'm gonna be a court reporter. We can work in the same.
And what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Hey, y'all don't get too much of my table today. It's kind of like playing because I haven't been able to be out here, but I got out of class early, so came to check on it, make sure it all hasn't blown away.
Are you vlogging?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Ah! Hey, what's up, bro? We on the, what is this right now? What do we call this? The pedestrian walkway. We're on the pedestrian walkway currently. Everybody's campaigning for homecoming queen right now, and they just giving out popsicles and stickers. And we're walking down here. We don't know who this is, but we're gonna go discover who this is. She's giving out flowers. And Addison.
Ooh, I want flowers.
We see Addison. Let's approach Addison, guys. Follow.
I have Capri Suns here.
Okay, so we have Addison here giving out Capri Suns.
Hello.
This is a vlog, GoPro. I don't know what's happening right now.
Well, guess what happened? So all my stuff got locked in Hayes' truck.
Oh.
So
wait,
we have to get campus police to come get his keys out of his truck.
No, are you serious?
But I have Capri Suns.
Ah! Where did you get all these flowers from?
We get them in wholesale. My sister does bouquets all the time
Oh
for
my
people.
God.
So
That's so cute.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Have you had lunch?
Yes, it was good.
Was the calf good?
Yes.
What'd they have?
Pot pie and beef stew, hot dogs, and
Ooh.
chicken sandwiches.
I'm going to get me.
Yeah, you might need to get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm going to get me
We
some
gotta
chicken
go.
nuggets.
We gotta go to Boonville.
Ooh.
And they got a Dodge's.
Ooh.
And some more other places to eat.
Mm.
But, no. I
All
want
right.
you to be full before you get there because I don't want you saying, I'm starving, Ralph, I need something before we get.
Alrighty. 3 o'clock. Got you. Look who's back. So we're getting ready. We just got back from soccer. And we're getting ready. I got the camera to go to the volleyball game. The soccer boys were doing good when we left, so
I hope they continue to do great things. Raphael's still in there, so Haley's just gonna do her fun stuff. We're going to Van, so we can go to Northeast to go shoot some volleyball. We're gonna get some epic pictures. Not good pictures, epic pictures. And we're gonna only take about 100. We're not gonna take 2,000 like we did last time.
Not the truth. A finger.
I have a trigger finger.
How can you not? How can you not love ICC?
Heck yeah, I'm ready for game day. Is that even a question? I'm ready to whoop some tail, bro.
Yes, we are so pumped. We are ready, energized, ready to take a W.
So, took the dubs. Volleyball team's amazing. We love them.
Shout out to number 3, Ashlyn. That's our girl.
Yes, we love her.
Yes.
Anyways, we are headed to Chick-fil-A. We are all tired. You tired? You tired?
Huh? Oh yeah, most definitely. It's been a long day.
My feet are throbbing.
My arms are giving out as we speak. But we're headed. Oh, that girl's running.
Oh, girl, you get it. You don't miss the bus.
So we're headed to Chick-fil-A, ready to get some food. But we'll see you there.
You gotta go with the home team.
I got a chicken sandwich, some fries, and a good old lemonade.
Ooh, nice. I got me some chicken nuggets, french fries, and a Dr. Pepper, of course. What'd you get?
The original chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
The only one.
And we found a table with all this sauce.
I'm about to try this.
What is that?
Polynesian.
Taste it.
Taste test. Oh.
How was your Chick-fil-A experience?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would recommend. How was your Chick-fil-A experience?
Awesome. I'm full.
Ready to go to bed.
Yep.
Yeah. Next stop, Funky Town.
Funky Town.
Made some new friends today. Had fun. So y'all been with us for a full 12 hours of a student photographer, digital media dude, person, whatever you want to call us. Anyways, we got our Chick-fil-A, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Peace out, joggers.
I hope that turns out good.
Love y'all. Love ya.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
How'd you spend the off season?
The off season? Little Caesars taste so good.
It tastes even better with my best friends.
3 best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza, pizza pounds for life.
The off season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new 4-quarter calzone from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions. Okay, now let's go and keep going. Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta. Enjoy! Cheers to us! We did it! And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
How'd you spend the off season?
The off season? Little Caesars taste so good.
It tastes even better with my best friends.
3 best friends eating pizza all the time, having fun. Pizza, pizza pounds for life.
The off season? Just hit the weights.
Try the new 4-quarter calzone from Little Caesars for $8.99. It's officially delicious.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get set to start the second half of play here from Fulton. ICC leads it 3-0 here at the break. The Indians, I believe, will have the ball to start this second half here, and it was an impressive first half what looked to be a defensive struggle was all of a sudden opened up after back-to-back goals by Lauren Sharples. Both of those unassisted. And then it was, I believe, Juliana Moats. Yes, Moats was in the right spot at the right time to kind of get a deflection, not really a rebound, but a deflection, and stick it home, and ICC leads it now 3-0. Indians will be right to left on the attack wearing the gray and white kits. Co-Lin left to right in the all-blue kits. Appreciate all those that are tuning in here today, and say a special hello that are tuned in to support Co-Lin this afternoon as Sharples comes in and takes that one away. ICC entered the national rankings this week at number 18. Co-Lin has been in them for a good chunk of the season. They're number 13 in the country. 5th straight ranked opponent that ICC has faced this season. The first one that's actually been out of the top 10. Of course, Holmes, they're leading the country at number 1. ICC played them whenever they were number 3 in the country, and then the next polls that came out, they jumped into that number 1 position. This ball's going to go out of bounds. This will be last touched by the Indians, so Co-Lin will basically get it and redo it. Remind everybody, the men's game will be coming up next as Co-Lin wanted a handball call. Again, officials are weird on how they call the handball. Some of them are going to call it no matter the contact. If it's caught with the arm, a hand, anything, it's a handball. Others are going to call it as if it's an intentional attempt to make contact with, and that's pretty much been how it's been called across the board with all officials this year. I think out of all the matches I've seen so far, there may be just one handball has been called all season, as Robinson falls on top of that one to stop the threat there for Co-Lin, and she'll march up and get ready to put a foot into this one. I thought Asia would have a pretty good shot at getting Conference Keeper of the Week, as she played some tough competition, including making the game-winning save with 5 seconds left in the contest. As ouch, that ball just popped up right in the face, but a good job there by Johnson to shake that one off and keep the attack going forward. But yeah, she made that last-second save for the Indians to hold on for a 2-1 win. Literally, the shot came off the foot of Pearl River with 5 seconds left in the match. And she made the save with about a little over 3 seconds, maybe 4 seconds left, and ICC picked up that 2-1 win. So this ball's going to be sent out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians. Well, I'll say this. I was going to say it's a nice day, but we are in the shade. It's probably scorching out there on the field right now with no shade out there. There's a slight breeze blowing today. I don't know if you call it good news or bad news, but from the way it's blowing, traditionally that does not cause any storms to blow up in this area as the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be a goal kick coming up here for Co-Lin. That's just my opinion on weather. I am no John DeLusick, the original OG when it comes to weather here in North Mississippi. Pletsky strikes. Oh, it's off the post. Tough luck there for Addison, as that was a beautiful strike. Just couldn't find that one to go home. It's kind of just been the tail of the tape for Pletsky all season. Now an opportunity here for Co-Lin to get out in transition, sit forward, and it's going to be off frame, out of bounds. Great job there by Macy Williams to slash in front of the Co-Lin player who was shaken up on the play and kind of took away her angle of attack. And the Indians dodge a big-time bullet there to maintain a 3-0 advantage. It was Cooper who was able to get out and have that opportunity and just couldn't quite, as we said, the angle of attack was taken away, so couldn't really get squared up. Only attempt that time as the shot goes wide. So Robinson sends this one down the pitch. And the Indians try to take the top off the defense. It's going to be a foot race here, and Co-Lin had the head start and will track that one down and send it out of bounds. One of those, I think, just a little simple touch and could have kept it alive with her teammate right there. It was a 2-on-1 break in favor of Co-Lin. This is Norris striking from distance, but it's going to be off frame. Indians being a lot more aggressive in the start of the second half than they were in the first half when it came to shot opportunities. As that one's going to be off Co-Lin and will stay with ICC. Indians going to throw it in. I believe this is Johnson throwing that one in. Sharple finds it, trying to break away from the double team and leaves it back to Pletsky. Pletsky tries to get away from the defender. It was broken up nicely there by Co-Lin. And now Co-Lin with an opportunity. Great hustle on the part of Addison Mathis to get back. But here comes Co-Lin. Opportunity here. And Huber, what a play by Huber. Knew she couldn't get to the ball handler that time, but took the proper angle to take away any type of shot attempt and eventually stole the ball away. Now ICC trying to get out in transition here. Sharple's already got 2 goals on the day, and she is going to be tripped up. And they're going to actually put a card on this one, so that one's going to be on number 17, Madison Crane. And so it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Indians. And we talked about in the first half, guess who? That was Sharples hitting the turf there. As that's happened a handful of times. I would say a couple of times, but actually a handful of times. I can remember 4 or 5 at least so far in this match, but she popped up and she's ready to go. Pletsky on the free kick. Bends this one, but a little bit too tall there. She kind of watches it sail a little bit more than she anticipated. And so a bullet dodged there by Co-Lin. Indians defense forced a turnover. Riggs had it, then it's going to be cleared out of bounds. And ICC turning it up a notch defensively here. Sharples with it. Somehow splits defenders and keeps the ball with the Indians. Now she gets it back. Going to drop it back here. ICC being patient. Good ball movement to keep some lanes open here. Sharples wants to reverse the pitch. That's Mathis with it, but a good job there by Co-Lin to come back and get it. Couldn't do anything with it, sends it out of bounds, and the ball will stay with the Indians. They lead it 3-0. Our work study Matt over there helping out, shooting some video, chase the ball down there for the Indians to get it back in play. And this is going to be a throw in, and it's going to go out of bounds. This is going to be last touch by ICC. Yes, they agree. The referee's going to ask her to back up as ICC kind of let the ball where it was, and now they're going to get a new person to throw it in here. So now they're going to get ready to put this one in play. Chunks it ahead, and Pletsky clears that one out, but Co-Lin able to find it. Looking again to take the top off the defense here of the Indians. This is Scott with it. Looking to work one-on-one here against Huber. And then Huber comes up and just makes a great defensive play. She tried to strike that one forward and maybe get body up a little bit. Huber, for a basketball term, stayed straight up and took the contact, and ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Co-Lin. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here. I don't know what happened there, but Cooper, as soon as she kicked the ball, immediately grabbed her knee that she kicked it with, and she's still got a very noticeable limp out there right now. And ICC is just going to try to back it back out here and work for something here. Mathis with it now, tries to squeeze this one ahead. Foot race here for Norris, trying to sneak up from the backside, but a good job there by Nash. Loose ball on the pitch. ICC finds it. Pletsky now tries to get away from the defender. Got her on her hip. She's going to strike this one, and it's going to go outside. And smart here by Cooper to go to the turf, as she could barely get upfield to get back defensively. And this will allow the substitution coming in here. This will be number 7, Cook, coming in. ICC is also going to get a 1-for-1 opportunity here, as this is going to be Beth Lloyd coming in for the Indians. Well, hopefully Cooper is okay as she comes to the sidelines. This ball headed back. That was Huber that broke it up. Lloyd finds it. Double team around her, though, and Co-Lin gets it back. This ball sent ahead. Stanford breaks it up, and now ICC with it. This is Williams. Williams wants to squeeze this one ahead, trying to find Norris, and I'm going to say a play on the ball there, and a clean tackle as it goes out of bounds into the parking lot. The Indians lead at 3-0. Remind you, this is a doubleheader, so the men's game will be coming up to you next here on the ICC Sports Network. If you have to break away, you can always follow us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Cal Brown running that for us today. You can see photos today on ICCimages.com. Adam Robinson is taking photos of that. And then Rafael Henry's up top running the camera for today's broadcast. You can also see highlights from today's match on our YouTube channel. Simply search Let's Go ICC on YouTube. That's Let's Go ICC, all one word, there on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel while you're there. So that ball's out of bounds. Last touch by Co-Lin. It'll be a corner kick coming up here from the Indians on the near side of the field. Looks like it's going to be Pletsky that will get ready to put a foot into this corner kick. Pletsky puts a good boot into this one, trying to find Huber. But that one just a little bit too tall, but ICC is able to track it down. They'll get back to midfield. This is Johnson with it. She's going to squeeze it ahead. Riggs with it on the far side of the pitch. Will simply go back to Johnson to stretch out the defense here of Co-Lin. In the middle of the pitch they go. That's Perkins. Perkins drops it back to Williams. Macy squeezes this one ahead to Pletsky. Quick touch to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to take it on the far side on the attack. Now wants to strike from distance. No. Just wide on the shot there. Good idea by Beth, as nobody stepped up to challenge her. She's got a strong boot on her. Just couldn't quite get that one on frame. If that one's on frame, that's trouble for Dorfel. She kind of had a late reaction to the ball there, so a break for Co-Lin. This ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians, so it will stay with the Lady Wolves. Inside 32 minutes to play. 3-0 ICC with the score. 2 goals by Lauren Sharples and a goal by Moats as well. That's the difference in the match right now. Mathis will get ready to throw this one in. Tough defense there out of Co-Lin as they take the ball away. Again, they like to try to go over the top and see if they can get something out in transition, but ICC has done a good job today getting back in those opportunities. As that ball's going to go out of bounds, it will stay with the Lady Wolves. They're going to try to rush the throw in here. See if they can catch the Indians off guard defensively. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Co-Lin. Substitution getting set to come into the match here. This will be number 15, Summerall, checking in, and checking out will be number 22, Liv Norris for ICC. This ball sent across the middle. Opportunity here for Co-Lin if they can get something going. But ICC, good help from Riggs to take that one away and negate the dangerous opportunity there for the Wolves. Now they want to squeeze this one ahead. Pletsky pops this one forward, but Co-Lin's going to be able to chase that one down. Instead, they're just going to turn around. Nope, I thought they were going to send it out of bounds, but eventually they do not. They actually keep it inbounds. And that one will stay with Co-Lin on the far side of the pitch. 30 minutes to play here in this one. ICC up 3-0. In this battle of top 20 teams, number 18 ICC, number 13 Co-Lin. Indians with it. This is Macy Williams with it now. She's going to reverse the pitch. Or excuse me, send it back. That's Huber who's going to reverse the pitch. Over the top, great send here to Riggs. Riggs out on the wing, but cleared out there nicely by Co-Lin to allow the defense to reset. What a nice ball down the pitch that time by Huber. Just put it right where Riggs can run underneath it, but it was good help defense there on the backside. So the Indians get ready to throw this one in. That is Macy Riggs. She didn't get to start today, but she has put a lot of minutes on the pitch here for ICC. As that ball goes out of bounds, it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Lady Wolves. ICC fans, join us Thursday night as we'll have football here. Homecoming at ICC as it'll be the 6:30 Davis Ford pregame show coming your way here on the Red Channel as we host Mississippi Delta. As that ball popped up and in no man's land there as Riggs tried to come in and just make something happen and almost popped it up. As one of those, the keeper had to kind of awkwardly watch it because it had a chance of kind of dipping back in just in front of the crossbar. But it ended up traveling further. Well, I say that it had weird spin on it, so it was hard to kind of pick up there for Dorfel. That's the reason why you kind of saw the odd reaction to the ball there that time. Now here comes Co-Lin trying to squeeze this one forward. Ball in the middle of the pitch. Opportunity here. Players on both sides on the attack here. Over the middle they go. They want to go left side. This one's shot and it's off the side of the goal. Good job there by Jenna Claire Johnson not to give up the angle of attack. And I like the aggressiveness there out of Co-Lin, though. They've got to find a way to get something going here to see if they can start to trim into this 3-0 advantage held by ICC. Well, they didn't have anybody showing that they needed to sub. I don't know if 3 might have been shaken up on the play. Yeah, that's what it was. She was injured on the play and coming over to the side to talk to her coach here. Down the pitch they go with it cleared back. Stanford will allow it to settle at her feet. We'll drop this one back now to Johnson, and Johnson will send it over to Huber. Huber will let it settle, kind of survey the defense, see which way she wants to go with it. A little game of keep away, if you will, from ICC. Now Riggs has it. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say it stays with the Indians as it's bouncing around. And no, it does not get into the drink across the way as it stays in the rocks. I say the drink. We hadn't had rain in so long. That thing is obviously dried up over there. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they call it a 100-year drought, a drought that don't happen in 100 years. So I was curious. I was like, well, it sounded like they said that last year. And I did a Google search, and sure enough, they called last year's drought a 100-year drought. So if it don't happen every 100 years, I guess it happens every other year. Cal Brown disagrees with me because he's don't know what I'm talking about. Cal tunes me out. I don't blame him. I try to tune myself out too. So it'll be a throw in here for Co-Lin. 25 and a half to play here in the contest. ICC maintaining its 3-0 advantage. Try to throw over the top of the defense. Co-Lin does find it, sends it forward, but it's going to go out of bounds. And again, if you're Co-Lin right now, you've got to find any strikes towards the frame. See if you can just find a break, something that would find its way through and start to chip away at this 3-0 advantage for the Indians. Substitutions in here for ICC. Sharples will come back into the contest, but Neckenstein will come in as well. Well, the referee is not giving Riggs any time to get off the pitch here as he whistled it in play and then quickly stopped it. And so now he will put us back in play. Wind picking up here at the ICC soccer complex as the ball goes out of bounds and back to Co-Lin. This ball thrown in, and Beth Lloyd takes it away. Ball pinballed around, and eventually Co-Lin will find it again. But Neckenstein breaks that one up. And then we'll just simply send it out of bounds, so it'll be Co-Lin ball. Well, I like what Emmy Cook did there. She stole about 5 yards as the referee was not watching. She just slowly walked up, was able to get that advantage there. This one sent across the middle, broken up there, but still loose inside the box. And are they going to call a foul? I believe they are. And that's going to be the case. So this will be a golden opportunity coming up here for Co-Lin to start chipping away at this 3-0 contest. This is PK coming up here. Looks like it's going to be 25. Rankin getting set to put a foot into this one. Rankin sends it, and it's in. Well, that's what we said. You want to keep that attack. Keep anything going towards frame to see if you can get a break and get back into this one. And Co-Lin did just that. 23-23 to go here. It's now 3-1 in favor of the Indians. Well, it was right about this time when ICC found their first goal of the afternoon. So still plenty of time to play. ICC needs to find a way to get back on the attack and do like they did to start with, keep the ball on their side of the pitch for quite a while. Here's Sharple. She's got 2 goals on the day. She wants to send one from distance off the post, but there's Pletsky to clean it up. Good answer by the Indians. Go back and look at that one on the Little Caesars instant replay. What a strike by Sharples. She's feeling it today because that one was on, except it just comes off the crossbar. Pletsky in the right spot at the right time to send that one home. ICC with the instant answer right behind the goal from Co-Lin. Is this now a 4-1 advantage in favor of the Indians? So a good answer there by the Indians. We said they needed to find something to kind of get it on their side of the pitch for a while. And, well, even better, they found a way to put it in the back of the net. This ball sent ahead, out of bounds, last touch by ICC. Wind starting to pick up a little bit more here at the ICC soccer complex. I'm not complaining. I know Raphael's not up top. He is welcoming the cool breeze. There's Williams stepping in the way to break that one up. Now ICC going to try to get out and transition. Pletsky with it. Trying to push down the pitch here, but a good defensive play there by Co-Lin. Johnson to break that one up, send it out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Indians. But now they're going to overrule it and said it was last touched by Co-Lin. So the sideline official came in and helped out with that one. And the head official just looked at him and said, yeah, you're right. That's my bad. And so Macy Williams will get set to throw this one in for the Indians. Sends over the top, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by Co-Lin. Well, this is a big-time matchup here when it comes to playoff seeding between these two teams. Of course, still a lot of season to be played, but one of those that if you can get the all-out point, and they've changed it this year. I found out in that Pearl River series, we no longer go to overtime in the regular season. Instead, you either get 3 points for a win, 1 for a tie. As this one's going to try to be cleared out here by Co-Lin. ICC coming in to apply some pressure. And the Indians eventually take it away. Williams will clear this one back to Stanford. And ICC wants to reset the attack. Huber with it now. Leaves it up to the middle to Beneckenstein. Beneckenstein's going to drop it back now. And the Indians eventually reverse it over to Johnson. Johnson back to the middle, and then Co-Lin read that one nicely, taking it away that time. I believe it was Marshall. No, excuse me. That was Cuttery. No, I'm saying that wrong. I do apologize. Coutrayer. So now Co-Lin with it, trying to see if they can get back in this one. They did make it a 2-goal contest, but ICC answered right away after the goal scored by Co-Lin. They had the immediate answer on a putback by Addison Pletsky to retake a 3-goal advantage. Throw in, out of bounds, last touch by Co-Lin. Inside 20 minutes of play now. We're going to have a substitution coming into the match. This is going to be number 23 for ICC. That's Gracie Henley re-entering the contest, and she will check in, and checking out will be Macy Williams. So 4-1 is the score. This ball is going to be sent out of bounds. It will stay with the Indians. So no pressure right now. Just got a message from Dr. Allen saying they're getting ready for the cabinet meeting. So him and some of the cabinet members are taking in the match right now, sending a roll tribe in favor of the Lady Indians. So Ralph, we got to do a good job now with the cabinet tuned in. Now here comes Sharples. Sharples on the long side. Now sends it over the middle. ICC gets it, thought about striking, now tries to get through, now goes left-footed. Oh, and a beautiful save by Dorfel. That was one of those that time that Summerall just really couldn't make up her mind where she wanted to go with it that time, and still was able to create some distance. Got a good strike with the left foot, but another nice save there by Dorfel. This one headed back and still loose on the pitch. Pletsky finds it. Now wants to leave this one out wide to Sharples. Lauren has an opportunity here. Puts a foot on it, sends it across the middle. Lloyd, no! Beth maybe just a little too quick on the strike that time. Might have been able to take a touch and let that one settle to get a good shot on frame. Big time break there for Co-Lin as ICC had an opportunity to push this one out to a 5-1 advantage. Substitutions in here for both teams. Caroline Wages will come in, along with number 21, Brooklyn Cuppet, for Co-Lin. So remind you, if you're watching, got us on Twitter, hit us up at Let's Go ICC on Twitter, or take a photo. Send us a photo from where you're watching and tag us on Instagram at Let's Go ICC. This ball sent ahead. Broken up nicely there by the Indians, but Co-Lin able to find it back immediately. This one sent ahead here. Co-Lin trying to find a way to continue to cut into this lead. Sends it forward. Huber, though, breaks it up. Beneckenstein just simply clears that one back to allow the defense to regather itself. Loose ball on the pitch, and Co-Lin's able to control it. Trying to reverse the pitch, broken up nicely there by the Indians. Ball still bouncing around. Still loose on the pitch. And Henley somehow comes away with it. Quick touch head. Lloyd finds it, lost it, tried to get it back. Still a scramble for it. And Huber, just in the right spot at the right time, is going to send this one up the pitch. Nice job there breaking that one up by Nash. We talk about people watching, and we ask that you hit us up with the only man with the MACCC Direct TV package. Steve Diffie checking in as Beth Lloyd takes that one away, tries to lead it ahead, and then Co-Lin sends it out of bounds. Appreciate our good buddy Diffie. We'll see him in a couple of weeks in football, as we'll head down to Goodman for that game. Always good to spend a little time with old Diff. For those that would like to see Steve Diffie's football days, I found an old game of his out, I think, Kruger-Tula, when they played Calhoun Academy. That's on my personal YouTube page. This one's going to be off the side of the netting. I'm pretty good sure I'll get a text message from Diff. Cal Brown's a big Diffie fan because he got the C-Prim scholarship, and he appreciated everyone part of C-Prim. And now look at you, Cal, back here working at ICC. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here. This is going to be Beth Lloyd set to put a boot into this one. Nice send here, and that's going to be a push in the back. Now they're actually going to call it on ICC. Wow. Well, the way that happened was the player from ICC got pushed into the back of the Co-Lin player, and that's what caused the push, and that's what typically happens in any sporting event. Is the second action that draws the attention as ICC breaks that one up. Now Lloyd with it, wanting to work one-on-one, and had it for a second, and then it was taken away by Co-Lin. Good defense there by the Lady Wolves. This ball sent ahead. Still a scramble for it. ICC finds it. Lloyd has it, but then just couldn't quite corral it enough to keep it in bounds. Diffie says nothing to see in that game. That's not true, Diff, but I'm going to leave it at that. It's really, if you know Steve Diffie, it's really easy to pick him up in that game film. And a little bit of a shove there as foul called on Co-Lin. It'll be a free kick coming up here for the Indians. Inside 14 minutes to play. Looks like it's going to be Beth Lloyd that's getting set to kick this one away. Remind you to stay tuned. The men's game will be coming up your way here in about, well, this one's still got 13 minutes to play, so we'll be a little bit behind that 3 o'clock start time. Looking for that back post header, just a little bit too tall for Huber to get to. Ball is cleared out and it'll eventually go out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Co-Lin. Substitution getting set to come into the match here. This is going to be number 1, Ayanna Morgan. Morgan coming into the contest here for ICC. She's going to check in, and checking out is going to be Jenna Claire Johnson for the Indians. This throw in here on the far side of the pitch is going to be out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Co-Lin. And so Morgan will get set to throw this one in again. Sharples with it. Tries to find Lloyd, but a good job there by Cook to step in front of that one and take it away. Indians are going to send this one back, and it's just going to be quickly put back in. And dangerous situation here. ICC is going to have to be careful. Luckily, the Indians had numbers there, as that was some great defensive pressure put on by Co-Lin to try to see if they can find a quick goal there off a turnover, and nearly worked. 12 minutes to go here. ICC leading this one 4-1. ICC, the number 18 team in the country. Co-Lin, the number 13. Indians will be on the road Friday down at East Central. Don't know if they're going to have a live stream for that one or not. I talked to my buddy. Well, I sent a message to my buddy Lucas down there. Of course, they are looking for a SID down at East Central, so we extended our help in case he needs some help down there. Of course, coming off a football day is going to be crazy for Lucas and his crew as substitutions in there for Co-Lin. But if they are streaming, we'll have that link available there for you on letsgoicc.com as well as our Twitter. As that time, a nifty move, if you will, by Henley. The no-look headbutt, if you will, header. As now ICC with it. Sharples tries to bend it in, and it is! There's the hat trick for Sharples. Beautiful goal. That is going to be a early nominee for What a Play Wednesday. As Sharples. Big day for her. Her third goal of the afternoon. She will get a quick substitution. And a high five from Coach Strother as she heads to the sideline. That was a big goal there for the Indians. Sharples, her third goal of the day, and that was a beauty. So now Co-Lin trying to find the quick answer of their own here on the other side. We saw ICC do it when Co-Lin scored their first goal. And that ball's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the Indians. Here's the thing. Inside 11 minutes, that's still a lot of time, especially in the MACCCC. Because when crazy things can happen, it tends to happen in this league. So Moats will accept the throw in, and it's taken away, but then out of bounds, last touched by Co-Lin. Diffie makes a good point. He says it's X now, not Twitter. You know, I kind of explain that to people, like they're like, you know, what do you call it now? Do you call it X? Do you call it Twitter? Well, X just is, it's kind of like the old grocery store where you grow up. You know, you'll see it, or a gas station that it changes names 12 times, changes ownerships 15 times. And no matter what it is, whatever it was when you were little is what the name of that store will always be. And that's going to be the case for Twitter. Like, Cal, you're from Bruce. All right, so it's now a restaurant next to the fire station in Bruce. What do you call it? I think it's Hometown. Yeah, see, it's Hometown. For me, it's Junior Food Mart because that's where my mom tells a story when I was like 3. This is how hard-headed I was. I was 3. I'd always know that if I found 2 quarters, I can go get a sausage and biscuit. So I would walk basically from the Methodist church all the way down to that restaurant where it is now as a 3-year-old and go get a sausage and biscuit. So me and food doesn't get in my way. And yeah, say Veracruz is a different name now. So that's what it is. You know, everybody's going to call it Veracruz as well. So we'll just call it the app formerly known as Twitter. As this will be a free kick. I believe that, as I said, we've only seen one handball called all year. Well, there was a second. As this is going to be Beth Lloyd getting set to step into this free kick. Lloyd's going to send this one back post and just a little bit too tall. Tried to go top shelf that time. Also had a pair of Indians crashing in on the backside in case that one was deflected. As that one goes tall, and ICC will maintain its 5-1 lead. Yeah, we're talking about, you know, names changing. Well, Raphael says Wes Jones will always be Wes Jones in his heart. Indians with it now. But a great defensive play there by Johnson to take away that opportunity for the Indians. Johnson wants to take it on her own, eventually leaves it for them. Then ICC clears out of bounds to allow the defense to reset here inside 8 minutes to play. We talked about all the matchups in the league. It's a big day in the league as well. Of course, we got number 13 Co-Lin and ICC, number 18 going on right now. Other matches going on inside the conference. Number 1 Holmes versus number 3 Northwest. Number 4 Jones versus number 12 Pearl River. So some big-time matchups there with conference and national ramifications on the line. I'm going to say she stepped on the field before throwing the ball in, and her teammate tried to kick it back and nearly hit her with it. Got a sub in here for ICC. This is going to be number 18, Jordan Allen, coming into the contest here for the Indians. Jordan, a sophomore and also a Notre Dame fan, so you know she's going to be one of my favorites. That ball taken away there by Co-Lin on the far side of the pitch. Inside 6.5 now to play in the contest. This one deflected around, and Co-Lin will eventually let it settle and retake it on their side of the pitch. Now wants to send this one forward. Huber breaks that one up, now clears it out. Indians squeeze this one ahead. 5-1 ICC with the lead. 6 minutes to play in the contest.
Depth again there, Gracie. Depth again. Depth again there, Jordan. There you go. Melanie's got the body, so now you got the space.
Trying to cross it over that time, but taken away there by Co-Lin. Trying to send it forward. Huber in the right spot at the right time, but it takes an unfortunate hop. Now Co-Lin with an opportunity here, trying to go over the top of the defense. ICC, though, hustles and gets back to it, clears it back to midfield, where it'll be a throw-in here for the Lady Wolves. Remind you to stay tuned. The men's action will be coming your way next here on the ICC Sports Network. That one was scheduled for a 3 o'clock opening kick, but I don't know, we might make it. I doubt it, though. Okay, so Diffie making some corrections from what I just said, as Holmes actually playing Gulf Coast today, as this one's going to be left forward, and just a little bit of communication on that one. Northwest and Gulf Coast play on Friday, so that'll be a big-time matchup there. Northwest is up 19-0 with time left over East Mississippi. East Mississippi, they're restarting their women's program this year, and like most programs, when you get it restarted, you're going to have a couple of tough years, and that's been the case there for East Mississippi, but one of those that building grounds for the future. As that ball goes out of bounds, and this one's going to be thrown in, and it's going to be out of bounds again. And the Indians quickly throw it in one more time. Co-Lin had it, lost it. ICC gets it back. Moats with it now, trying to create some room. Try to go between the wickets of the defender that time, but taken away by Co-Lin. There's inside 4 minutes to play in this one. ICC leading this one 5-1, but here comes an opportunity for Co-Lin, but negated there. Great hustle on the part of Gracie Henley. Turned on the afterburners and was able to chase that one down and not allow the player from Co-Lin to get to it. It would have been a great opportunity for Scott to have a 1v1 opportunity, but Henley plays strong with this one not necessarily in doubt anymore. Inside this late in the contest. That one broken up by Henley. Huber takes that one away. Tries to send it ahead down the pitch. And ICC eventually will take it away. And this one bounced around and eventually will go out of bounds.
Think about the other space, right? Where's option 2? Okay? Mids, think about how we get to option
So 3 minutes to go in the contest. ICC leading 5-1. That one's going to be booted and last touch by ICC as it goes out of bounds. Co-Lin will have the throw in below us here in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. If you would like to help support the women's soccer team, you could do so by joining the Indian Club. Visit iccms.edu ICCMS.edu/Indian Club. That's ICCMS.edu/Indian Club. Or if you would like, if you've enjoyed today's broadcast, you can donate to the sports information team. Just find sports information there at that same address, ICCMS.edu/Indian Club. Coming up on 2 minutes left in this one, ICC leading 5-1. This one bouncing around and eventually will be cleared back, and they'll just send this one back. Nope, I thought they were going to send it back to the keeper, but instead Henley is going to keep it with her. 1:45 to play now. ICC just taking the air out of this one, nearly out of bounds, but Indians now will send it back to Huber.
Show, Caroline. Skip the line.
Huber squeezes this one forward. ICC with it now at midfield, leaves it ahead to Lloyd. Lloyd with it. He's got someone streaking down the side. That's where she wants to go with it. Leaves her a bit too far. But Moat's able to get it back to Lloyd. Lloyd trying to weave her way through traffic. She's going to strike, but broke it up beautifully there by Co-Lin. So that was a nice strike there from Lloyd, but a great defensive play there to break up that attempt. Inside a minute to go now. This ball kept alive and stays in bounds. Indians with it, just send it forward now. And it's going to be a tripping call there on the Indians, so it'll be Co-Lin ball. Coming up on 30 seconds to play in this one. We'll immediately go into the Renaissance Bank post-game report, finding the conclusion of this one, take a look back at some Little Caesars highlights, and pick our star of the game, which, if you've been watching, I think it'll be easy to call it today, folks. As this ball goes forward, ICC breaks it up. Co-Lin will chase it down. As that one's going to be sent out of bounds, and that will do it. 10 seconds to play. ICC taking on the number 13 team in the country, comes away with a 5-1 win this afternoon. As that one's sent ahead, and that will do it. Indians win it 5-1. Let's go into the Renaissance Bank postgame report and take a look at some of these instant replays from earlier in the contest and break down some of the scoring for you today. And it goes like this. The first score of the day belongs to Lauren Sharples. It came at the 22-minute mark of the first half. And then Sharples followed up with another goal with 17:34 to go in the first half. And then it was Moats just before halftime. She was able to put one home, 3-0 Indians lead at the break. And then the Co-Lin was able to make it a 3-1 contest, as it was a goal by Rankin that came with the 23-23 mark. ICC didn't even take a full minute to answer back, as it was Addison Pletsky off the rebound to make it a 4-1 contest. And then Sharple collects a hat trick as she gets her third goal of the day, and the Indians win it by the final score of 3-1. We'll continue to watch some of these highlights here from today's match. And as we said, we're going to pick our Samstown Market star of the game, and that's going to be Lauren Sharples. You just saw her goal there. Lauren was able to stick that one home and get 3 goals on the day there for Sharples. So she is our Samstown Market star of the game. We're going to take a break, and they don't have the time up on the clock, so we'll probably come back in about 10 to 15 minutes to start the men's match here from Fulton. Lady Indians win it 3-1 here in the 5-1 here in the first game of the day. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow is what we anticipate, what we work for, what we want to improve. At Itawamba Community College, we offer the courses, pathways, and the training that can help turn your vision of tomorrow into a reality. So why wait? Your tomorrow can start today at Itawamba Community College. The best start here.